Hey, I'm Chloe from Go Chloe Pilates, and this is Good Moves with Well and Good. Today I am going to give you a squat Pilates workout. I've got a resistance band, a booty band. If you've got a long one, you can tie it in a loop, and if you don't have one, that's okay. You can do the whole thing without one. But if you want a little bit of extra work for those glutes, then pop it on. You're gonna step into it like a skirt, so it comes up like so, and it comes just above your knees like that. And then we're ready to go. We're gonna start up. You're gonna have your feet a little wider than hip width distance apart, and all we're gonna do to start is a really basic squat. So hands down by your sides, roll your shoulders back, ground into your heels, ground into the balls of your feet, the inner edge and the outer edge, and just have a light connection of the toes pressing down into the mat beneath you. And let's do it. We're gonna sit the hips behind us, arms are gonna reach forward in front of the body, and then you're gonna stand it straight back up. So we breathe in, hips go back, breathe out to stand up. Just like that. Inhale to lower, exhale to lift. So for these first ones, I'll talk you through some of the things to be mindful of. I want you to think about, for these squats, really sitting your hips behind you like that. So butt reaches back. That's it, like so. And then you squeeze your butt as you come all the way up. Inhale to lower, exhale to lift. And on your squat, you want to think about the knees being over your ankles rather than the knees being over your toes. I think butt back, like you grab your butt and I'm pulling you back, and that's where your butt goes, okay? And then keep it going. Arms just sort of swing with the movement, and we want to think about this length through our spine. So a straight line from the crown of our heads to our tailbone, and we just sort of hinge forward. Naturally, a lot of us want to sort of round forward like that. Think about opening your chest and your shoulders. Just like that. You got it. Inhale, lower. Exhale to lift. Let's go a little quicker. Good. If you've got a band on, that band is going to try and pull your knees together, and we've got to work harder to push the knees a little wider so that they track out over our middle toes. Good. The bands just help us get even more work into our butts, into our glute muscles. Keep it going. We're gonna go for 5 and 4 and 3 and 2. Okay, last one. Come down about halfway. We don't have to be in a big squat. Take your hands onto your hips and hold it there. You're gonna take your left knee and you're gonna push it out into the band, and you can allow the foot to roll to the outer edge and then bring it back in, or you can do like a little spin on the heel. You'll do the same thing without the band, just pressing the knee out, bringing it in and in. Good. Roll the shoulders back, sort of stick your butt out a little bit, draw the ribs and the abdominals in. Little movements. With the hands on the hips, think about keeping your pelvis really still. So there's no twisting or rotation of the pelvis. We keep it really still and we just spiral open that thigh. Out and in. That's it. Keep it going for another 4 and 3 and 2. One more, and then we're gonna go to the other side, out and in. So remember, if you wanna do like a little pivot on the heel, go for it, or you can just roll to the outer edge. Good, this side's just stabilizing. They're both working hard, but we press out and in with that right. That's it, booty out, shoulders open. Think about your posture here as well. If you wanna do a different arm movement, go for it. Maybe arms behind you, maybe out to the side, maybe spirit fingers, you do you. Whatever feels good. Keep it going. We'll go for 4 and 3 and 2. One more like that. Come all the way up. Now we're going to do both together. Come on down. We go out and in. And I love this one because it makes me feel like I'm doing this like funky dance move. You do you. Go for it if you want. Out and in. Breathe out as you press out. Good. Go a little bit faster. That's it. Get the outer muscles of those hips, those butt muscles working. Glute max, glute med. They're working. That's those muscles that are working. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way up. Right. Give it a little shimmy, little shake out, and we're going to keep going. So hands come back onto the hips. We're going to come into that half squat again. So think butt back, little bend in the knees. Now look down at your feet. Look how far apart they are. You're not allowed to let them come in any closer than they are currently. And we're going to step out to our left. We're going to take a little step out and then a tiny step in. And we're going to keep that going until we hit the side of the mat. and then we're gonna go back the other way. Little steps. Good. Push those knees out in line with the toes, so try not to let them roll in. Think about pushing like you're stepping out with the outsides of the knees as you go out. Keep the feet wide, and then try and stay really upright through the upper body. We want to try and prevent like this sort of penguin-y, waddly movement. We want to stay really upright through the upper body, so all the movement is being isolated from those hips. That's it. And then land even softer through the feet, trying to make no sound as you land the feet down. That's it. Keep it going. Side to side. These are called crab walks. So we're like little crabs walking along our mat. Keep it going. You're doing so well. The next time you're in the middle of the mat, hold it still. Push the knees a little wider. Sit the hips back and just give me like a little pulse. Down, down. Let's take the hands to your ears. Push the elbows wide and pulse. And then sink your butt down, even lower. Get it down and pulse it down. Push the knees a bit wider for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way up. Little shimmy out. You ready for the next part? All right, I'm ready. We're gonna stand. Still, feet a little wider than hip width distance. Again, we come into that half squat. So butt back, little bend in the knees, hands come back to the hips. We're gonna shift the weight into our left foot, and we're gonna take the right foot and we're gonna take it for a little tap behind the body. That's it. Whoop, and then we're gonna tap it next to us. My band is rolling a bit, but that's okay. I'm gonna slide it up slightly. That's better. We tap it back. We bring it in. Now the goal here is to stay really still. There's no like real movement of the whole body as we do this. We're trying to really ground through that left leg, through the glute. Push the left knee a little bit wider as you tap the right toes back. And as you extend back, try and really sort of kick back if you've got a band, extending the knee back into the band as you press behind you. Good. For 4 and 3 and 2. On the next one, step it back, hold it there, toes down. Good. I want you to straighten both of the legs, but I want you to keep a little hinge of your body forward like that. We're gonna bend the knees, we're gonna stand. We lower, we lift. So it's like a split stance. Squat, lower, lift. Push the left knee a little wider. Shift more weight into that left leg. That left one should be working hard here. Lower, lift. Maybe you even start to get a bit deeper here. Up to you. I'll leave it up to you. I love doing standing exercises, standing squats, standing glute work, because it's really functional, sort of really ties into the way that we stand, the way that we walk, the way that we run, the way we jump, the way we actually move our bodies. And you really feel that difference when you do those movements. When you strengthen in this way, you sort of feel these movements, these Pilates movements translate into the way that you do those activities in your day-to-day life. Coming down one more time, we pulse. We pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then come all the way forward. Shimmy it out. That's the official stretch. We're gonna come to the other side. So we find our little squat, half squat, shoulders back, length through the spine. Hold it there. We shift the weight into the right leg. We tap left toes behind us. We tap them back in. Breathe out. Breathe in, tap them in. Tap it back, tap it in. Good. Feel the difference. Notice how your body stabilizes on this side compared to the other side. Does it feel harder? Does it feel easier? Make sure you really sit the weight back. Think like booty popping out a little bit. Good. Chest open. And then really try and push back into the band. So as that leg extends, you're sort of pressing and getting some energy, extending the knee out. That's it. You don't have to be too low here, remember, to feel it. So if you want to come up a bit higher, you can do that. We're here for 3 and 2. One more. Step it back. We hold it back. Straighten the front leg as well, but keep the body hinging forward. We're gonna bend down and we come up for a split squat. We lower, we lift. Think about wrapping your right hip back and your left hip forward. Keep that little hinge of the body forward. It's gonna help give us even more work into the back of that right leg, the posterior chain of muscles. Lower, lift, keep it going. Good, push that right knee a little wider, especially as you bend down into that leg. Maybe get a little lower, maybe speed it up a bit, finding a rhythm with the movement that feels good for you. We're here for 5 and 4, for 3, for 2. On the next one, we come down, hold it down. We do some little pulses, get low, press through that right heel, and keep it going for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step it all the way forward, and then fold your body down. So butt comes back, fold your body all the way down in a forward fold. Hold it there, take 1 deep breath in, and out. Little bend in the knees, and slowly roll your body all the way up into stand. And you are all done, everybody. Thank you so much for moving with me. My name's Chloe from Go Chloe Pilates. Make sure you subscribe to Well and Good, and I will see you soon.